We are officially at the halfway point of Global Champions League Round 1. The sun is slowly starting to set right here behind the King Abdullah Financial District in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. We find ourselves in Riyadh for the 16th and final stage of the Global Champions League. And quite interesting from the storylines that we've given you today, from the top four fight and the championship fight, we almost find a scenario where we are halfway through both of those, because Canstars have jumped, Falcons United have not. Riyadh and Prague and Shanghai have jumped, but we are still then waiting for the likes of Madrid Emotion to go on and jump as well. So it's not completed on either side just yet. But we are getting there, ladies and gentlemen. We are getting there slowly, slowly. 8.5 million euros up for grabs by the end of the night as we officially wrap up the 2025 GCL season. But as it stands, the Canstars, powered by the Iron Dames, are the team in front. The defending champions, winners of 2024, are the team that currently lead at the halfway point of GCL Round 1. Of course, there is still a whole second half of Round 1 to come. But of course, there is even more to follow later. Let's show you what it looks like now at the halfway point of GCL Round 1. Because we talk about the scores, this is how tight things are. Canstars currently lead Shanghai Swans. Only two teams on double clear. Riyadh International, a fence going down for Emmanuel Kamili. But then a clear from Christian Kukuk to keep them very much in the mix. And after that, Stockholm Hearts, that's difficult. 8 for Nicola, 4 for Olivier. Monaco Comets having a tough afternoon as well. Plenty of fences going down for them. We've seen errors aplenty there. Monaco Comets down on 12. Doha Falcons in trouble on 30. And the Scandinavian Vikings somewhere in no man's land on 17. But interestingly, for that top four conversation, take a look at the Prague Lions on 15 penalties. They have left the door open now for those teams that are trying to put the pressure on them, the likes of Riyadh International. We had Christian Kukuk in the studio earlier on today. He spoke about the importance of getting in that top four. And with Prague Lions, Fernando Martinez Soma and Peter de Vos opening that door, all of a sudden it starts to look very likely that Prague Lions may potentially fall outside of that top four conversation. Let's start then by getting some thoughts from the Canstars. This is Sophie Hinnes.
Sophie, another clear round for you this season. That's 11 for you this season. You must be delighted not only with how you're performing, but how the likes of Iron Dames Kumbella's performing as well.
Yeah, I'm very delighted. She jumped really good. I think it was one of her best rounds that season. So we started already with a good feeling in here.
To go third, was that an advantage? Did that give you the feeling that you could really set a benchmark for Falcons to chase?
I was actually happy that we go in the beginning. I think we could watch a few in the beginning, so that was fine, and then we could just concentrate on our rounds and don't focus so much on the other rounds. So I was quite happy that we were in the beginning. What
was your view on the challenges that Uliano set out today?
I think he built a fantastic course. I think for me it was very nice to ride, but there are of course some options. We also have a triple combination, what we usually don't have in the first round. So I think it was a really good course.
When you're handing over to someone like Katrin Eckermann and Chao Li, this pairing have just been sensational in terms of clear rounds this season. How much confidence does that give you? How much confidence does it give the team?
Yeah, it of course gives a lot of confidence. I think the relationship between Katrin and Chao Li is something very special. They know each other since forever. We were very confident with that combination going in there.
Has the Canstars conversation around the second round happened yet? Do we know which riders and any horse changes?
Yes, actually we only had one plan and we stick to that plan. So in the second round it will be Iron Dames Diallo Blue with Katrin, and I will ride Iron Dames Sinclair.
Good luck for a massive second round.
Thank you so much.
There are a lot of different situations that need to play out for the Canstars to be crowned champions here tonight, for them to retain their Global Champions League title. It gets quite confusing, but I'll give you a spoiler alert. Realistically, and now don't come at me with mathematically speaking, but realistically, based on seasonal performance, based on numbers, The spoiler alert is that you get the impression that the Kunstars have to bare minimum finish on the podium. That is regardless before we even talk about Valkenswaard United. Because let's say that Valkenswaard United go on to win today or finish in second or in third. It starts to then come out of their control. But as it stands, Kunstars in general need a podium at least, to keep the pressure on Valkenswaard United, who are still to jump later on in the second half. After the break, the Saint-Tropez Pirates will jump, and then Valkenswaard United will jump. Then we'll have a slightly better idea as to how things look. But as it stands now, we get ready for the second half of Global Champions League Round 1. Saint-Tropez Pirates, as you can see, in the ring and ready to go. This is the second half of GCL Round 1, live from Riyadh. Gregory Cotta and Thibaut Philipparts up next for the Saint-Tropez Pirates.
We're well used to this now. Pomeke Vian Van de Morev, a 10-year-old by Vigo Darsol. Out of a Dimont de Saint-Malin, we can see he has an unusual bridle set up all the time. Just a simple headpiece with 2 loops for the ears, and then just a nice simple bridle. And he seems to ride no noseband. He rides all his horses in this setup now, and they all seem very happy. Yeah, he jumped clear in the corresponding class for his team back in Rome, GCL 1. He was also clear in GCL 1 in London. You can see the Arabian skyline in the background. This team were winners in Cannes. They were also winners in Rabat. Oh, don't be surprised. They've been solid performers all the way through. They have 195 points in the league. Gregory jumped clear on in London. He was clear in Rome. I say, and very competitive. So this 10-year-old goes high in the first fence, just adds up a stride, then goes the 8 to the second. And again, maybe a younger horse just wants to be really careful with the wall. You can see goes a little bit wider, gives his horse every chance to read the challenge. Moves down the line. And watch how this horse, so strong, able to take a double take with his hind legs, just really pushes out behind. Oh, he's gone very high, has had the back rail, and he wanders on the line. And Gregory really had to work hard to get him back on the line there. Now, just puts his leg on, sends his horse in front of him. Just spooked a little bit now. Needs to be very positive. And he's back on an even keel again, I think. Now, tall vertical. You can see he's already looking for the combination. Knew he had that sorted. Now, wants to pop the vertical. Now puts the leg on, push for the back rail. Now balance, support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how quick that oxer comes. And again, watch Gregory. Looks around the corner. Now he's straight. Pops the vertical. Now watch him move up here now. Leg on. Yeah. Squares up to it. That's really well ridden. Really gives his horse a chance. Spooked very early on in the course. Rider really had to become positive and decisive. He's done that brilliantly. Unfortunately, he finishes on 4 faults. Excellent bit of horsemanship. Unfortunately, that 9-year-old just saw something he wasn't too sure about on that drunken oxer. You just watch when he comes back around the corner here. Look, oh, you can see the fence higher on one side, lower on the other, and maybe that's what happened. You can see he's quite a way off that fence. He's brave to jump it, and then immediately Gregory, using his experience, takes over, makes the right decisions, and gets that horse home with just the 4 faults. Hands over the younger of the Philipparts brothers, Tilabou. He rides Quilano. This is only a 9-year-old as well, by Arezzo VDL. And a different type. You can see horse not as big in the body as a lot of the ones that we've seen earlier on. Much lighter on its feet. Very athletic. This young man has had a phenomenal season. He's on his way to Prague, along with one of his brothers. Just leaving one out at the moment. Oh, just dived a little bit at the vertical. We see that again. I think that's just a young horse mistake. Only 23 years of age. Really, whoa, again, you can just see the horse's timing a little bit off at the second part of the double. Now, just needs to get organised for the combination here. He's nicely in. Unfortunately, this 9-year-old just a little bit overawed now. Philippo's doing everything he can just to present him in the right way to the jumps, but I think the horse has just lost a little bit of confidence. Now, last fence coming up. He's on the 16 faults, unfortunately. Leaves the team on a score of 20 with a time of 1:51. He'd be disappointed. He's had a very, very good season. They came into this in 9th place, about 195 points.
Not the best performance for the Saint-Tropez Pirates in GCL round 1, but now all of the attention, all of the focus once again goes to the top of the championship as the championship leaders, Falcons Riyadh United, in pursuit of a 3rd GCL title, responding to the double clear of the Cannes Stars powered by the Iron Dames, are next to go. Hans-Dieter Dreyer and the red-hot Gilles Thomas are here to try and wrap up this title. If you want to see what happens with Falcons Riyadh United and the rest of the Global Champions League live from Riyadh, sign up for that GCTV Live Pass, because the championship twist, the championship story, has the next chapter right now.